tebalina musango gwe bazza naye era mumanyi bulungi nnyo nti mu regime ng'eya Museveni bagezaako okubakozesa nga bargain. The regime is trying to use these people as a bargain tool to hold us on ransom. Bamanyi nti baba batunyigiriza nga bakutte baganda baffe, bamanyi nti baslowinga down emirimu gyaffe, bamanyi nti ne families nazo bagezaako okuzinafuya. We have been visiting them ennaku eziyise, nze ne Joel Senyonyi ne Secretary General waffe David Lewis batugana okudamu okukyalira banaffe bano abali ekitalya. Lwaki? Kubanga twogera amazima ku mbeera gye bayitamu. But again, we cannot hide the truth. These people are not in good conditions. They should be in better conditions. Tebakirizibwa kusoma bitabo ebyo bikwata ku Uganda, bagamba ebyo bya bufuzi. Imagine the constitution. Omusibe ali mukomera takirizibwa kusoma bitabo by'amateeka, takirizibwa kusoma constitution, takirizibwa kusoma bitabo ebigula abantu obongo. So now you know nti buli dictator bw'abeeranga afuba so much to ensure that he keeps you in the dark and puts a fence around your mind. We pray for them. These are brothers and sisters. We thank all of you that have gone to visit them. They are not short of visitors. Yes, babera bagala kuva mukomera abakoyeyo kyekituufu. It's been now more than 3 months. Naye twebaza mwena ababakyalira ne mubabeereramu. Era njagala kino kibalage nti Museveni kati alwana n'aba ordinary people. He's fighting with ordinary people. He's not fighting with intellectuals anymore. He's fighting with barbers like Eddie Mutwe. He's fighting with music producers like Dan Magic. He's fighting with singers like Nobian Lee, with club bouncers, with young men and young women. He's fighting with border riders. He's fighting with the hawkers like Bobby Young. So Museveni is naked. But again, I'm very glad, and the world is glad, and the nation as Uganda, we are glad that there's massive awakening of the people. Now the people of Uganda have taken on the struggle by themselves. I want to thank all of you that have been protesting and demanding for the release of these our people. Even just today, our brothers and sisters in South Africa were protesting. We salute you, brothers and sisters. We salute you all over the world. And here in Uganda, those that have showed up to protest in different ways. I'm also protesting right now. Ndimukwekarakasa kubanga nyambadde t-shirt demanding for the release of political prisoners. Tebaina musango. But again, I know that many of you have devised means of protesting. I've been driving around town. I see people having stickers on their cars. I see posters around. I even see some graffiti demanding for the release of political prisoners. And to encourage you, go on and protest in all legal and non-violent ways. Non-violence works. Pressure works. I want to thank the legal team. Our legal team has done so much to ensure that these our people come out. Thank you very much. Abo bemujeyo, nabo bemugezako kujayo. I want to thank the brothers and sisters in the diaspora that have continued to support the families and the relatives of the incarcerated comrades. We could not handle it. I can't handle it alone. We can't handle it alone as NUP. But you, fellow Ugandans, you have taken the responsibility to ensure that these people don't, go hungry while their breadwinners are incarcerated. We salute you, brothers and sisters. I also want, in a very, very, very special way, to thank our secretariat, those that run about, our staff members that keep making sure that bail papers are processed, that affidavits are made, that the visits are accomplished and they're successful, that food is bought for these our friends. We salute you. The second thing I wanted to talk about today is the status of our struggle. I want to remind you, brothers and sisters, that the dictator is still in overdrive to ensure that he silences us once and for all. He has said it severally, that he will crush us. So he's in overdrive, trying to crush us, trying to crush our ego, because he is so scared. Whenever we rise up, abductions have continued. Abana baba wamba enchane gulu. Many comrades have been arrested and framed with illegal possession of firearms. The same ridiculous charge that they put on these our comrades who were arrested together with me in Kalangala, and the regime is claiming they were found with ammunition. You recently remember that our comrade Chairman Nyanzi was raided by these ununiformed but gun-wielding men, and they pretended to be delivering bananas to his house. And guess what? In those bananas, there were 2 guns. If he had if he had received those bananas, by now it would be a different story. Many of our comrades have continuously been framed with possession of firearms. However, like I've always been saying, Mwebelelemu, brothers and sisters, it's important that you take it upon yourself to know that we fight in various ways, but most importantly, be alert, brothers and sisters. Museveni is desperately trying to turn a page on this fraudulent election. He's trying to sweep it under the carpet. He's trying so much to make this a business of yesterday, and we are saying it is not over. We are still demanding our victory, but at the same time, we even demand more the release of our comrades to come and join us in this struggle, because the struggle is not over until we achieve our liberty. And to remind you, comrades, that this is not, this is a marathon. It is not a sprint. Struggle jutulimu simisinde jakafupu tuku wabula marathon. So we should not expect to turn things over just overnight. However, I'm encouraged, like I want you to feel encouraged, that every day we draw closer to the finishing line. Every day all signs are showing that the dictator is falling. This ferociousness you see, obusungu bwemulaba bunobona bubonero obulaga nti dictator agenda kugwa. This is what has happened whenever dictators are about to fall. Brothers and sisters, it's always darkest when the sun is about to break. So hang in there. Let's keep going. Let's keep fighting. We are certainly going to overcome. We are certainly going to, overwhelm this Museveni regime. Stay strong. Stay focused. Stay prayerful. Stay believing. Keep faith. Let's keep the faith alive. Don't be broken. We shall overcome. We are going to overcome. Now, my third point, and very importantly, I wanted to address the rampant propaganda that is ongoing, but not the propaganda as it is. I want to address the regime's renewed attempt to do the 3 Ds: to divert us, to divide us, and to derail us. 3 Ds. They want to divert us, to get us off the focus of saying, Mr. Museveni, you lost. You stole the election. We want to be free. We want our people back. Now he wants to change the conversation after being rejected by the people of Uganda and rejected by the international community. He wants to change our conversation. He wants us to change our guns to each other. That's why he's diverting us from the main point of freeing our country and freeing ourselves to fighting each other. Besides diverting us, he wants to divert us. He wants to divide us. He wants us to be fighting against each other. You are from a different party, therefore you're my enemy. You are from a different tribe, therefore you're my enemy. You are from a different school of thought, therefore you're my enemy. And yet we have always said that, friends, Uganda is only divided in 2 sides. That is the oppressor and the oppressors and the oppressed. Abanyigiriza n'abanyigirizibwa. So don't allow yourself to be diverted. Don't allow yourself to be divided. And certainly he wants to derail us. So don't allow him to derail us. Every time we change our guns and point them at each other, then we're slowing our arrival date to our freedom. And yet our brothers and sisters are dying every day. All our comrades did not die to see us fight each other. Our comrades are not in prison to see us fight each other. No. Why do I say that it is Museveni's effort to divide us? Because it only works for him. You brothers and sisters know that every time we fight against each other, we are making it easy for Museveni. We are making it harder for ourselves and therefore for the people of Uganda. So, if you are in the struggle, why do you allow yourself to be a tool of division? Why do you allow yourself to be a tool of diverting? Why do you allow yourself to be a tool of derailing us? I've said it many times that anybody whose words and actions are speeding up the fall of Museveni, the fall of the dictatorship, is our comrade and ally. No matter what party they come from, no matter who they are. And anybody whose words and action are actually keeping Museveni in power and keeping the people of Uganda slaves, that person is an enemy. No matter who they are, no matter what party they come from, no matter what their school of thought. Because this is a freedom struggle. And whoever is fighting for freedom is an ally. I mean, ask yourself, why would anybody invest so much time and resources to ensure that we are divided? You know, we wake up every day, like we say, to make sure by the end of that day, we can stock take and say, yeah, the road to Museveni, tumutusizano, enja tumutandikira wano. So, ebikolwa byo, nebigambo byo, bwe biba bigata ku struggle, bwe biba bitugata, nga tebitwawula, bwe biba byanguwa okugwa kwa Nakyemalira,